on WZDX Sports Extra.
Welcome back, everyone. National Signing Day is a day in which student athletes gather with their teammates and family members to declare where they'll play ball for the next 4 years. College football has gotten so big they needed an early period in December, and that took place this past Wednesday across the nation and the Valley. We'll start off at Sparkman. Coach LaRon White is sending 4 more players to play collegiate football, including his son, Karan, the All-State defensive lineman, signing a national letter of intent with Sunbelt Power Appalachian State. The 4-year varsity standout is expected to compete for playing time early with the Mountaineers.
And competition is one of my, that's what fuels me the most, and not only playing against Sunbelt teams, we also play, we play teams like Clemson coming up, we play Miami next year, so it's just going against the big dogs and just being able to prove myself and ourselves, it's exciting going in and week out.
Karan's good friend and D-line mate Ty Clemens is heading to ACC country, the 3-4-star defensive end, signing with the Eagles of Boston College. Last season, he made 84 tackles, had 9 sacks, and had 20.5 tackles for a loss. Boston College came on late with the recruiting process for Clemens, but according to him, they were right on time.
They took the time to come and find me when really no one else did. I didn't have any exposure, so you could tell that they really came after me.
Darius Ralston is taking his talents to the Midwest and will spend the next 2 seasons at Hutchinson in Community College. Ralston actually thought this day would never come. However, he's grateful for an opportunity to play at a school that's known for getting guys to the big-time programs in the FBS.
They told me I have the best chance to go D1 from there. Last season, their second string, they went Power 5. They have a long, rich history and tradition of bringing in talent and turning them to Power 5 guys. So that was why my decision was made.
One senator is staying in state, and that is 3-star standout Caleb Ransaw, the all-area defensive back, signing with Chip Lindsey and the Troy Trojans. Last season, he recorded 32 tackles, had 2 interceptions, and broke up 25 passes. He's ready to get some early playing time down in Trojan country.
Said that help me graduate, get me to the league if possible, and for the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be able to play coming in.
Ransaw will be a teammate of Peyton Higgins, the All-Stater from Mars Hill, also signing with the Troy Trojans. Throughout his time with the Panthers, he helped lead Mars Hill to 3 state championship appearances, 2 state titles, and was a member of the Alabama All-Star team this past week. Peyton is the first football athlete from Mars Hill to sign with an FBS school.
It's definitely a blessing, a dream come true for sure. I'm thankful for all my teammates, past and present, that have helped me achieve this, all my coaches, and everything combined, but most importantly, I thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Well, whether it's the hardwood or the gridiron, Albertville's own Trinity Bell has always been a threat. This week, he signed his national letter of intent to play at Rocky Top, Tennessee. The senior tight end says his goal is to make it to the NFL one day, but before then, he wants to make some noise with the Vols.
I don't know, when I went there for my first visit, the atmosphere was crazy, so I was like, I got to start coming back here more, and I take 3 or 4 more visits, and that's when I knew it was the place for me.
And even though coronavirus has handed most families nothing but issues, for Bell, it's helped him make his college decision.
Yeah, so COVID definitely stopped me from it hurt my recruiting process. I didn't get to go to half the schools that offered me. I only got to go to 3 schools, and Tennessee was one of them, so the corona was a big part of it.
Just 30 minutes down the road from Bell was 3A state champ Brody Dalton with the Fife Red Devils. This senior tight end was a part of the Red Devils' 45-game win streak, along with 3 state titles. This week, he decided to sign to play at the next level and take his talents down to Birmingham at UAB.
So I felt like it was a lot like Fife, and it's more like family than a team. It's like one big family. And I liked all the coaches down there. They was really good to me.
Hey, let's head over to Madison now at James Clemens' 4-star offensive tackle Michael Pettis signing with Ole Miss. He's ranked nationally by both 247 and Sports Illustrated. Last year, he had 116 pancake blocks as a senior. Now, Pettis grew up liking Alabama and Auburn, but now he hopes he can lead Lane Kiffin's team to victories over those programs.
It's really exciting because I grew up watching all those teams, and now I get to go out there and play against them and those guys, and play against some of the top talent in the world, so it's just great.
Starling was the second Jet to sign on national Signing Day. The all-area standout taking his talents to the New Mexico Military Institute. Playing at NMMI will offer a chance for him to better himself in multiple phases of his life.
It's a chance for me to grow as a person and as an athlete. I'm really excited about what they're doing out there, and I'm so excited to get out there. And the process has just been amazing. They've helped me through it the entire way, and I could not be more excited to call that my home.
The final James Clemens Jet to sign was defensive back DJ Holden, the all-area standout, choosing Lindsey Wilson, a prominent NAIA program in Kentucky. The school is located about 3.5 hours away from Huntsville, and that played a major part in his decision. He also expects to make an instant impact with the team.
I just like the program because they win, and like it's not that big of a school, so like I know like once I get there, I should make a huge impact, and the way I play the game is just different from everybody else.
Now back to the action on WZDX Sports Extra.
All right, everyone, we got more signings. Let's go out to the Shoals area where the Florence Falcons had 2 of their athletes signed to play on the next level, Nealon Hibbett and Carson Castille. Now, Hibbett, he's a long snapper, and he is going to take his talents to Tuscaloosa to play with the University of Alabama. His grandfather played for the Crimson Tide under the great Bear Bryant, and he says he can't wait to keep the family tradition of playing at Alabama alive.
It really does mean the world, and growing up, of course, we were Alabama fans, and we always have been, and my grandfather played for Bear Bryant down in Alabama, so I mean, we've always grown up with a really big Roll Tide family, and really being able to go down there and kind of carry on that legacy means the world.
Hibbett's teammate Carson Castille signing with Michigan State. Castille is the first of the class of 2021 linebackers for the Spartans, and he's the first Falcon to ever sign to play at Michigan State. He says he can't wait to take his talents up north to Big Ten country.
Michigan State, it was a kind of a late offer. It came around 3 weeks ago. I've been talking to him for a little while, but at the end of the day, it just worked out perfectly for me and my family. Michigan State was a perfect fit for me, and that's where I decided to go.
The Grissom Tigers also had a big signing this week with senior defensive end Khalil Saunders. Saunders was joined by his family as he signed on to play at the University of Kentucky. He said Grissom head coach Chip English helped teach him how to be a bigger, faster, and stronger player, which will come in handy when he heads to the SEC.
It developed me a lot. Like, I got bigger, faster, stronger. Now I'm about to go play in the SEC. That's where the top people, like that's bigger, faster, stronger, everybody participates.
Over at Huntsville High, a pair of guys signing their national letters of intent. Tyler Benz is heading up I-65 to Vanderbilt. The 3-star defensive end has been a 4-year starter for Coach Mark Fleetwood, and now he'll play for Vanderbilt's new coach, Clark Lee.
I'm going to try to be as versatile going in as possible, carry as much weight they need me to, drop weight, whatever, get me on the field as possible soon. And the city, the degree, the SEC football, it's everything you want going to college. The coaching staff's awesome. They're very charismatic. They're very high on all the recruits coming this year.
Benz's teammate Jackson West is heading to the ACC. The 3-star tight end signing his national letter of intent with Mike Norvell and the Florida State Seminoles. 247 has West ranked as the 20th best tight end in the entire nation. West is happy about achieving another goal in his life.
This has kind of been my goal ever since I was a child. And, you know, I guess every football player goal is to get to the NFL too. So, but I'm just worried about one step ahead. And like I said, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. And, you know, and in hindsight, I guess I did see myself going here. So, yeah, I'm just very blessed right now.
Russellville guard Edgar Amaya signing his national letter of intent with Colorado. Amaya has had dozens of schools recruiting him, but ultimately chose to sign with the Buffs in the Pac-12 because he felt it was the best fit for him in all aspects. He helped lead Russellville to the quarterfinals of the playoffs this past year, and now it's time for a new chapter in his life.
It's a dream come true, stuff I've been working from since I was a little kid and started playing football. This has always been a goal. Everybody's told me it was achievable, and to be the first Hispanic out of Russellville to do it and one of the only players to do it in a while, it means a lot. And it just to show that this is the same Russellville that it has been in the past. This is the same great program, and we're going to keep doing what we're doing, and we're going to keep becoming great.
Over in Limestone County, the early signing period continued on Friday as West Limestone standout River Helms put the pen to paper. The tight end announced he'll be taking his talents to Western Kentucky. Helms was previously committed to Georgia Tech, but decided to make the switch after a visit to Bowling Green.
I knew I was interested right when they first contacted, but of course it's tough not being able to go nowhere and just stuff. But I mean, it's something you gotta do, and just you gotta trust the relationships, really. And that's what I did, and I feel like we have strong relationships, and it'll be the best thing for me.
Huge congrats to River on signing to play at the next level.